So I'm with Janzeib, who works at the Skipton Plaza Skipton. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. My God, I sound like Paul, don't I?
You did, you really did. I was like,
Jesus.
that's a Paulism. That's what that is.
So, when did you start at Skipton?
I started around about, I think it was like spring 2018, I want to say. And I just thought, I think it was my sister actually. She knew I was looking for jobs, so she sent me like a Facebook like advertisement being like, "Oh, come work at the cinema." I was like, "Okay, cool." Like, likely I won't get it because it was my first job and I didn't have any past experience or anything.
Yeah.
So I was like going into it like, oh yeah, I won't get it, but I'll send an email anyway. My sister sent an email too because we were both looking for jobs, and I got the job. And they were like, oh yeah, come in and do an interview, and went in, and it was Paul and Chloe, I think.
Oof.
There was another girl there too, and then yeah, the interview went really well. I made them laugh, and yeah, I definitely felt like I was gonna get the job, and I did. So that's good.
Hey.
We
So 2018. So Mamma Mia around then
yeah, around
came
about
out.
that.
Yeah.
There was what was most? I think Despicable Me 3 was like what was that next year? No, it
I
was
remember.
definitely that year. It was like one of the biggest films. Like
Yeah,
that
I
was
remember
coming
being
out.
busy at Keighley.
It was. I can't imagine how was Keith Lee when like that.
Well, Keighley was always messier than Skipton anyway, and it's
Yeah,
messier than Leeds as well. I don't know why. I think it's just an awkward place to clean. As everything just, especially in Screen One, everything just slides underneath the seats and stuff.
oh god, really?
Um, I don't know. It's easier to clean than Skipton because Skipton's got wooden, the wooden floor,
Yeah, no, it
the
does
floorboards.
absolutely.
It's just you just get attached to nails and shit. Um,
Really difficult to clean. But you get a pattern, and then suddenly you can do it in 10 minutes, and it's all good.
yeah, exactly. 2018. I started in 2018 as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but you left in September, didn't you, for uni?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
Did I
I
start
remember.
2018 or did I start 2017? That's embarrassing. Wow. It must have been 20. Oh, I don't remember.
Had you been? Were you at school or
Yeah,
college?
so yeah, it was definitely. I think it was first year of college.
So what's probably been the busiest show you've worked?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say either Despicable Me 3 or Paddington. That was quite busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Paddington 2 came out in 2017. Yeah.
It did, yeah.
Because
Both of them were like standouts for me. Despicable
yeah,
Me 3 in particular, I think, because that was like we showed that for the longest time. I was like, can we stop showing it, please? Um, but I mean, it definitely raked in the money. I'll
yeah,
give them that. But yeah, just I remember every show pretty much being a mess, especially the first like few weeks.
yeah. It was
Messy.
time at Keighley when we had Hotel Transylvania 3, I think. Or was it
Yeah.
2? I think it was 2. And me and this other lad, Danny, we had to clean Screen 2 in about 5 minutes, and it'd been a sellout.
Oh
In fact,
goodness.
98 people in there, and it was trashed. And
I
we did
can
it
imagine.
in 5 minutes, and I was impressed. And it looked pretty good.
I mean, I can imagine like cleaning is difficult to be honest. Like sometimes it goes fine, and sometimes like it's terrible.
Yeah,
I guess it depends who you work with, also.
yeah, definitely. I think it's awkward at Skipton as well because you just got to walk through customers with Hoovers,
Yeah.
especially when you come downstairs and they're all just stood in the foyer. And you're like, "Excuse me."
I'm sorry.
I suppose with social distancing, when they go back, it'll be a bit more spread out. I suppose.
I'm interested to see what will happen when everyone returns, like especially the
Yeah.
cinemas.
So what's it been like coming back to Skipton after you've been at uni and stuff?
After I went to uni, well, it was kind of like I never left, but also like I went on a holiday. So like everyone was still the same, apart from you. You were like the only person I like met. So that was
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you were even. I think you said hello, and that was it for the whole day.
well, I tried to talk to you on the first day, but then I was like, I'm too shy for this.
Yeah.
This is intimidating for me. But I was like, oh, he seems really nice. You know, it was like I don't know. It was like I had the experiences of uni, but I hadn't gone. Like I just had stayed in Skipton. It was kind of nice. It
Yeah,
was nice
yeah,
to, like see some old customers that I'd not seen in pretty much a year, and just like kind of do things and just, I don't know, do stuff that I hadn't done in a while. It was
yeah.
like the same but different.
What's been your most memorable moment at
My most
Skipton?
memorable moment, weirdly enough, it's like when I bond with the staff over something the customers have done. So like, I don't remember which showing it was. I think it was Despicable Me 3 because that apparently had a lot of stories behind it. But um, we just, so like typical cleaner, blah blah blah. And then I think it was George runs out and he's like, someone's left like panties like under his seat. And I was like, sorry, could come again. So then we all go look, and yeah, it's panties. Like that's what it is.
Nice.
And yeah, I think George just put in like a plastic bag and just like, I think we left it in Lost and Found. But it's like, who's gonna come back for that?
Of course you left it, lost them.
Can you imagine some woman be like, oh yeah, I think I left some like knickers in the.
Oh, that bloody lost and found box. I don't know why we kept onto it. I just enjoyed throwing it all out.
Honestly, I can't blame you. So
I don't,
that's
I don't, I don't think I've ever had anyone come in and ask for something that they've forgotten.
honestly, I don't think I think the same. And if we have, it's been like directly after a show and someone's rung up. But
Yeah.
like, it's not been like a few months later where someone's like, oh yeah, I lost like
I lost my pants. Did I tell you about the paint job?
the paint job. No.
Yeah. So I repainted the men's toilet on New Year's Eve because lads.
Oh god.
I repainted the floor, and I was working with Phoebe. It was just me
Yeah.
and Phoebe, and I did the cubicle first, and we were still open, so there's no lock on the outside of the cubicle, so I put a sign in front, tape around it.
Hmm.
Anyway, and then I think me and Phoebe were in the foyer, and this man comes from downstairs, goes to the toilet, then goes to the foyer, stares at us, smiles, then goes out. About 5 minutes past, he comes back in, then goes back upstairs. We thought it was a bit weird, but we didn't pay any more attention.
Yeah.
And I think about half an hour later, I went into the foyer and I was like, "Why's the mud on the floor?"
Oh no. Oh,
Baby had
no.
just mopped, so I was like, "What's this?" I touched it. Oh shit! It's paint. And I looked at the carpet, the new carpet. Oh, it's on there. Oh, it's going all the way up to the balcony.
Oh
Going
god.
and I went into the toilet, and the cubicle door had been open. The sign was hanging off, and I was like, and you could see in the paint where his footprints had gone. It walked in, realised, and then walked out.
Oh
And
god.
I was like, "There's a sign."
There's a sign. Can you read?
Yeah.
Please.
So Phoebe came in, and she was like, "Oh fuck," and I was like, "Get me hot water now." Came off the tiles pretty easily,
Carpet?
and then I scrubbed the carpet, and it luckily came off.
That's a relief.
And there's some odd marks, but I don't think anyone's noticed. I haven't got any messages. So,
You know
that's a
what?
relief.
Fine.
So that was probably my most terrifying experience at Skipton, especially as it was brand new carpet.
Yeah.
And my most stressful one was Avengers
Really?
Endgame because Paul went away for 2 weeks. I know he'd got the weekend off for the start of Avengers,
Yeah.
and at the time George didn't manage, so it was just me and Zach.
Oh god.
And it was just chaotic. It was just hell.
It sounds chaotic. Wow.
It was more because everything's just paper based.
Yeah.
So trying to manage all that and work it all out, it was just a pain. And it's a shame COVID-19 happened because Skipton was going for the EPOS system
Oh really?
installing. I think it was meant to be put in the end of March.
Oh.
I know
That's
Gary
nice.
and Steve have been over and put the wires in, but it's not been installed yet.
No, I can imagine. That is a shame, to be honest.
Any other stories you wish to convulge?
Let me think. I don't think there is. I mean, there was definitely like a few that I wanted to like say, but I don't remember them now. Brilliant, love that. Ooh, Did anything happen when we worked together? Or was everything fine?
Well, do you remember Bagman?
Spider-Man?
Bagman.
Bagman? Bagman,
Yeah.
yes.
Robert, yeah.
Oh,
He
Robert.
I don't know if you were there, but he came in. I think Paul was there. I think it was a Saturday.
Yeah.
And he came in and he said, "I need to come too early for a film," so he ended up going. He actually left.
Yeah.
Came back. He came back about 10 minutes later. I was like, "For God's sake, I just want to eat my food." And he came in and I bit my lip. My lip's been bit by a bumblebee.
Oh, God.
He's like, "I've never been stung by a bumblebee, and they stung me on the lip." It's like, right, okay. Do you want me to get you off it? No, I'll be fine. I'll just go and sit down here. At least he can't talk, and he still talked.
He still talk. You know what? That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
He would even. Oh my goodness, he'd talk like even if he couldn't. Like it's just the type of person he is.
Definitely.
Which is not a bad thing per se, but sometimes you're just like, sir, could you just like, please?
I just want to eat some food.
Honestly, look, I just want to eat food. Like, have a little scroll on my phone. Can you just like leave me alone?
I'm not a bad person.
I'm not bad, I swear.
I just want to watch films.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
Oh.
There was this one time, and this was like kind of like a terrifying story, but one time it was me and. Did you ever like meet Annabelle?
No.
Okay, so there was this girl called Annabelle. She was working over the summer. So we like became friends. Blah blah blah. And then I think it was one of the live shows, but because the crowd is majority like older people. Like what happened? So these like a man just like exits and then he's like limping over to a chair. Me and Annabelle are just like, okay, what's happening? And then his wife follows him and she's like, oh, like, are you okay? And he's clearly not. So I think he had trouble breathing. So Annabelle like, tells Paul and Paul comes in and everyone's like, hey, you okay? And then a few other people like exit too, and like we all just look after him. I think Paul ran to the bus station to get like a defibrillator or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just terrifying. He like ended up, I think, going to the hospital, and I think he was all right. But it was still like terrifying because it was like the first time. I think it was the first time for me, like something like that's happened. So I was like,
Yeah.
what on earth do I do? It was a lot but at least I'll be prepared if anything like that would ever happen again. So it's a learning curve.
Anyway, thank you very much, Janzeib.
Oh, it's absolutely no worries.
Pleasure listening to you.